Greatly disappointed. I'm Placebo from Jersey. I'm not the next Tom Brady. I'm the next me. My debut with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was a disaster. A disaster. It was like riding the gridiron Titanic. Like getting into a car and realizing this is a British car and the steering wheel is on the wrong side and I don't know what to do. Reality is overwhelming. I'm feeling very small. I'm ranked 624 next to Zach Fulton, Binoche, and Hubbard. So I'm going to try to earn the starting job, not to be the next Tom Brady, but to be the next me. Me! The kid from Jersey. Small fish in a big pond. Tiny little tuna in the big ocean. I'm Placebo, quarterback. I'm going to show them all that I'm not just some joker that came into town wearing a mask saying, no. I'm not some little punk that just puts on makeup and has a sinister laugh. I'm not the Joker. At least I think I'm not. Who knows the future? Who among us knows what it's like to be in the dark side? How many of us walk the alleys because the sidewalk is filled with people who wear masks, but you don't see the mask. So I wear a mask and I walk through the alleys. I am Placebo. I could have been the next Tom Brady. I wanted to be the next Tom Brady. But now, I'm just the next me. Face of the franchise. Bottom of the bucket quarterback. And that's good enough for me. I get paid. You don't have to pay the man. I get paid. I don't have to get to the Super Bowl. I can just buy a ticket and show up. I am ranked 656 next to Ola, Hubbard, and Gittis. That's good enough for me. It doesn't take effort to get to 656. All it takes is me being 656. It doesn't take a great me It takes just me being me. I am Placebo. I can't help but look ahead because I'm facing a disaster. I'm facing a disaster. I'm on the gridiron Titanic. Watch me war. Watch me war. Watch me war. Yes, this is me. I'm the next me. So what if I get sacked? Nobody gets sacked like me. So what if I get intercepted?
Alright fellas, listen up, listen up. We talked about this all week. Let's take what we learned in the film room, let's put it out here on the field, and let's execute. No little mistakes, let's go! Ready, go! Hey big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Anybody can get gold, but silver, that's the Lone Ranger, the silver bullet. Oh, placebo. You know what that means in Spanish? Sugar pill. I'm a sugar pill. You know what that means in porn? I'm a sugar daddy. Pimping. I'm a pimping G-O-D. Schisms and schisms in the WWP. I'm the Prancer and the Prance and the Prance and the Prance. A la cabalisa, mademoiselle.
At the end of the year, I met with Coach to talk about how my season on the practice squad had gone. Little did I know, I was going to end up having to make a career-altering decision.
Jaguars. Sign me up, Coach.
It was discouraging to hear that Coach didn't know when my time would come. And I knew that I had a lot to offer the right team. But it was becoming clear that team might not be the one that drafted me in the first place.
It is what it is. I'm a Jaguar. If I can't shine with Tampa, I will shine with the Jags. I will show the world a Jaguar I am. Roar, baby, roar. Ref, ref, ref. Meow, meow. Placebo, they shall know me in Jaguar. Placebo. From Jersey. I am the next me. Hear me roar. Meow, 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 meow. Technical difficulties. Why? Why is this happening? How am I supposed to show the people of Jaguar the next me when we have technical difficulties? This is terrible. This is terrible. I was traded to the Jaguars, and then as soon as I was about to make my debut, technical difficulties shut down the Jaguars network. How low can I sink? Technical difficulties. Well, now I'm going to shine with the Jaguars. Placebo. You know what that means in Spanish? Sugar pill. A la Madden21, mademoiselle. I'm at 828, next to Glennon, Shaq, and Travis. Now I gotta prove myself with the Jaguars. I'm just a kid from Jersey. That's all I am. Nothing special. I walk through the alleys wearing my mask. So they call me the Joker. Whatever. Forget about it. Forget about it. I don't walk through the sidewalks because everybody wears masks that you can't see. But I wear a mask when I walk through the alley. Only the bums and the winos can see me. I don't see you. I don't see you. Because I'm the face of the franchise. Hey man, this Tommy still, he's checking in. He wants to see how I'm doing. What prompted my move? I got no faith in the team. I was like being held back. Now I'm being embarrassed and appreciated at the same time as the future of the team. I'm a superstar. I'm the Joker. Making my own moves. Dancing my own steps. I got what it takes to get to the superstar. I got what it takes. I got what it takes. I wanna be me. I need to be me. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be me. I'm at 817, next to Williams, Humphreys, and Harris. You can't sink any lower than this. 817. That's me. Me being me. That's just me being me. Face of the franchise.
Next up, we've got a guy who's finally getting his chance to step back into the spotlight, really for the first time since his illustrious college days, as one half of everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids. I watched him play all the way back in his high school days when the Heartbreak Kids hype was at its peak, and let me tell you, this kid can play. Unfortunately, he's hit quite a few roadblocks throughout his young career. Now keep in mind, he didn't play high school football until his junior year.
This is my goldenrod opportunity to show everybody I am me. I'm not the Heartbreak Kid. That person that I thought was Robin turned out to be Batgirl. I wasn't into that. He was like hugging me and whispering into my ear, telling me he's Batgirl. I thought he was Robin. I thought I was his Batman. He turned out to be my Batgirl. Now I have a good chance of becoming on fire with this team. Now I got a chance to show everybody I'm just a kid from Jersey. Forget about it. I'm the face of the franchise. So I get intercepted. Only I can be intercepted the way I'm intercepted. Up against the Steelers. Juju. I'm coming for you, Juju.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Yo, listen up everybody, listen up. We're not going up against the Steelers. The Steelers are going up against us. We're not going to face the Steelers. Steelers are facing us. Who are we? Placebo. Who are we? Placebo. Who are we? Placebo. Who are we? Placebo. What do? I rock it. What do? I get intercepted. What do? I get sacked. What do? I get bumped. What do? I get knocked down. What do? I get traded. What do? I get cut. What do? I get released. Who are we? Placebo. Who are we? Placebo. That's who we are.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And off deep in his home territory, he coughs up the football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in the red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. There's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. With a right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Steelers 10, Jaguars nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to, and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he loses the football a second time.
On the play, recovered by the kicking team.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. Whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
But you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. And look to run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Airstrikes, airstrikes.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Jaguars, nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. It wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Back to throw now in its own end zone. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Returnable for Thomas. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Ben Roethlisberger sacked.
Maybe that can give a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jerk, with a few things going right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. There's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down He needed 5. He got it fairly, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense, they probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Is stopped by Caitlin Bryant. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 14. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the run is counter. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 at the 8-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss this out right for counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It looks like we've got a dive set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
It's gonna land it. Mess around and put that thing over your brain there. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. With the fun and his line is what I turn that.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So, Charles, a change in quarterback here as we move into the second half of the year. And look, let's face it, this is a franchise right now in transition. Everybody admits that. Maybe downright turmoil, to be honest. It was time for a change, so they hand things over to the youngster in his second NFL season.
And remember, he didn't take a snap in year one, so you have to ask the question, why would they want to sign him? Well, I think it goes back to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Sliding out of the pocket. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge steam going.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. There's nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they do a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that'll be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They felt he could win every battle.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get him down at the 34. He's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left and right. And it comes back, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's a darn right getting in the way.
Always gets away with a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.